What would you do if you witnessed something so terrifying that it shattered your sense of reality? Something so profoundly disturbing that it made you question everything you thought you know about the world? That's exactly what happened to me one fateful night when I made the grave mistake of peering through an ordinary-looking keyhole. It all started as a perfectly mundane evening. I was staying at a quaint bed and breakfast in a sleepy little town, taking a much-needed break from the stresses of city life. The inn was old but charming, with creaky floorboards and an abundance of antique furnishings that lent it a cozy, lived-in feel. As I settled into my room for the night, I couldn't help but notice an ornate wooden door tucked away in the corner. It seemed out of place, almost like it led to a hidden room or secret passage. Curiosity got the better of me, and I found myself drawn to that mysterious door like a moth to a flame. I knew I shouldn't pry, but the temptation was too strong to resist. I leaned in close, my eye pressed against the aged keyhole, expecting to see nothing more than a dusty storage closet or perhaps a forgotten sitting room. But what I witnessed on the other side of that door would haunt me for the rest of my days. At first, all I saw was darkness, an inky blackness that seemed to swallow every speck of light. But then something began to take shape, a figure, moving slowly, almost creeping across the shadowy space. A chill ran down my spine as I strained to make out the details. It appeared humanoid, but there was something deeply unsettling about its movements, something that set off every primer alarm bell in my brain. As it drew closer, I could see that its form was twisted and distorted, its limbs bent at unnatural angles, its features obscured by a writhing, shapeless mass that seemed to undulate and shift with a life of its own. I wanted to look away, to tear my eye from that nightmarish vision, but I found myself paralyzed, trapped in a state of morbid fascination and abject terror. And then the unthinkable happened. The creature paused, as if sensing my presence on the other side of the door. Slowly, impossibly, it turned its malformed head towards the keyhole, and I found myself staring into a pair of eyes that seemed to burn with an otherworldly malevolence. In that moment, I felt a presence unlike anything I had ever encountered, an ancient, unknowable force that reached into the depths of my very soul and tore away every shred of security, every comforting illusion that had sheltered me from the true horrors that lurked just beyond our understanding. I recoiled from the keyhole, stumbling backwards in a blind panic, my mind reeling from the impossible sight I had just witnessed. But even as I fled the room, those haunting eyes remained seared into my consciousness, a constant, tormented reminder of the dark secrets that lie beneath the veneer of our reality. For days, I tried to convince myself that it had all been a waking nightmare, a twisted figment of my overactive imagination. But deep down, I knew what I had seen was real. A glimpse into a world of shadows and unspeakable horrors that most people are fortunate enough never to encounter. Sleepless nights and haunting dreams plagued me, each one more vivid and terrifying than the last. I found myself jumping at every shadow, every creak and groan of the old inn, consumed by the fear that the thing from beyond the door would find me again. And then Just when I thought I couldn't endure the torment any longer, a glimmer of hope emerged. During one night of my restless nights, I stumbled across an ancient tome in the inn's dusty library. A book filled with arcane knowledge and forbidden lore. Within its pages, I found whispers of a ritual, a way to banish the otherworldly entities that had infiltrated our reality. It was a long shot, a desperate gamble, but I clung to that slim chance like a drowning man clutching at a lifeline. Late at night, I prepared for the ritual, gathering materials and chanting strange words intensely. The air felt charged, and I thought I saw shadows moving at the edges of my sight. There was a bright flash of light from the ritual circle, blinding me briefly. When I could see again, it was eerily quiet and peaceful around me, a calm I hadn't felt in a long time. In that moment, I knew that the ritual had worked, that the door to the realm of nightmares had been sealed, at least for now.